don't think DC will retire, win or lose on Saturday. I think that that's false. I think that he's still at least going to hear what has to be said about the John Jones fight. I mean, you're talking about a massive. I know what the numbers are. I don't want to put the numbers out. That's private. But you're talking about a massive, a life-changing payday. For two guys who are, to change somebody's life with a payday is one thing. To take two millionaires and change their lives, now it's that massive of a payday. I think he'll stick around and hear what has to be said. And don't forget, I mean, listen, all we're talking about is storylines here, okay? If Daniel loses to Stipe, and we do this Stipe's way, which is I gave you an opportunity and therefore you owe me one back. If we're to use Stipe's logic, then we've got to go to a part 3 in the Stipe versus Daniel business as well, which is also very compelling, which also solves a lot of problems. Now we don't have to figure out a weight class. Now we don't have to deal with a diva, right, from Albuquerque. We can just go get this done. So the narrative changes very, very quickly. I want to say this. I just did an interview earlier today, and the gentleman said, hey, listen, I listened to your podcast, and so many times you talk about the entertainment side of this business, and you talk about storylines. Why do you do that? This is a pure and straight competition, and it's nothing more than that. And whenever you talk about the entertainment and the storylines, you're hindering your own sport. So tell me why you do it. Whoa, just a second. First off, if that is at all the idea that I put off to people, then allow me to correct that. But secondly, allow me to correct it while defending it, because it's very true and we need to steer into it, but I can tell you why. It's not just about drama and buildup and this is all a big soap opera. Yes, this is a very true and hardcore competition in sport that is regulated to the highest of levels with top-level athletes who have sacrificed to the highest of levels. But, this is not like, say, your big 3, basketball, baseball, football. All of those sports that I just mentioned have a predetermined schedule. It doesn't matter if the Ravens and the Rams have heat. They're either on each other's schedule or they're not. It doesn't matter if it's Pittsburgh versus Denver and those coaches hate each other. They're either on each other's schedule or they're not. So there's no room for storyline. There's no room for drama. There's no room for the fans and the media to help determine the direction. This sport is very unique. And that while the dates and the television announcements and the arenas and the tickets may be on sale, who's participating in what order and against who is not. It is very open to storyline. And it is something that is very compelling and very unique about this sport. It is not something that I will hide from or apologize for. It is the reality, and it's one of the reasons the sport is done so well. It's one of the things that is different about this sport than any other.